morning, friends. This is Lou Breeze, and
Hi, I'm Kari.
we're doing our very first video for the VC. And I think we should dedicate this to our very good friend who really reignited our love of collecting music, Brett Helm.
Cheers, Brett.
And he got us really excited about collecting music again on vinyl. Before that, we were mainly into doing it digitally. So this first video is dedicated to Brett, and to thank you. We had a very good, successful record store visit yesterday. Found lots of great records. We're not going to feature those here. We're just going to show you real quickly, and then we'll get into the records we're going to focus on. But yesterday we found a lot of really great records. This first one from Suede, Everything Will Flow, is just a 12-inch, but we're going to give this to our friend Brett to thank you for getting us excited about vinyl again. So we found, real quickly, Fun Boy 3, Terry Hall. He's one of my favorite artists. We're not going to talk about these. We're just going to show you, because we had some really great finds yesterday. A House, an Irish band that I really love, and I think Kari likes most of these as well.
Mm-hmm.
Dead or Alive, this might have been their last album. It's called Nude. I just wanted it. It was a good find. Sting's Bring on the Night, one that Kari's been looking for a very long time. Same with Pink Floyd's The Wall. Just an album Kari's wanted for a very long time.
No real explanation necessary on that one.
Mm-hmm. And then lastly, Kraftwerk's album
Computer World.
Computer World.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to talk about 3 or 4 albums each, starting with Kari.
So I'm going to focus on some of my favorite records that came out in 2014, and primarily the darkwave genre. So first up, Wumpscut. This is Bazooka vinyl, and the CD is called Bulwark Bazooka. It's the same tracks. This is the creation of Rudy Ratzinger, and he was originally a DJ and inspired by Leatherstrip to become a music creator. And so I have to show you the vinyl itself on this one, because it's this beautiful silver gray vinyl, and this is a limited edition, 500 copies. So really happy to have gotten one of these. Wumpscut's kind of known for disturbing artwork, so as you can see, gatefold, slightly disturbing.
She's now made this rated R.
Should I not have shown that gatefold?
This was PG-13. Very nice.
Next up, Velvet Acid Christ. This is the 16th release, which, by the way, that Wumpscut was also the 16th release by Wumpscut. I should have mentioned that. Anyway, this is the 16th release from Velvet Acid Christ, however, their very first vinyl release. This is Subconscious Landscapes. Now this tends to be a little bit different than most Velvet Acid Christ releases, in that most of their other releases are a little crunchier, a little harder.
Aggressive.
Yes, and this is
scary.
This is much more mellow. This actually, many of these tracks actually were originally intended for 2012's Maldire release. However, they were not quite fitting with the direction that album took, being a little more crunchy. So Velvet Acid Christ, Subconscious Landscapes. The last track on here is my favorite, Empusa. It has some kind of New Order inspired bass and some sort of old school Ministry inspired drums.
And that looks like it's on Metropolis Records.
This is on Metropolis Records, and it's available from their website.
Probably for not too long. I think 500 copies, you said?
500 copies.
Might
Yes.
wanna get that.
Yes. So speaking of Ministry, this was a gift, a Christmas gift from Lou. Thank you, Lou. This was such a great gift. Ministry's 12-inch singles. This originally came out on CD only back in 1987 and was released for the first time in 2014 on vinyl. I have to show you the vinyl. You'll understand. Beautiful, clear, double album. So this includes everything that was on the original 1987 release, along with previously unreleased material.
Yeah, at least another 5 or 6 songs that weren't on the CD.
And so this is the album that has Every Day is Halloween. So, oh yes, yes, I have to show you.
Of early.
I have to show you the picture. Hand numbered, linen print. Look at Al Jorgensen right there. When's the last time you saw him looking like that? Probably 1987. Anyway, really wonderful. And guess what else it came with? You know you have to get this now. Check it out.
A cool record bag.
Very cool record bag. We took this shopping with us yesterday. And so last but not least, from 2014, Skinny Puppy. This is Greater Wrong of the Right. This actually originally came out in 2004, but only on CD. And so it was released for vinyl on the first time as their 10-year release in 2014. So there's a lot of
Metropolis as well, right?
Yes, Metropolis. Yes, this one's no longer available on Metropolis, but they do have another album that I just ordered yesterday from Metropolis.
Yes,
so that's
which also came out in 2014.
Yes.
So.
Yes.
So if you like Skinny Puppy, you might want to pick them up before they're gone.
Yeah, because there's not a lot of copies of these. And so I really like the packaging on this. It has this cool sleeve. I'm not sure actually what you call that band thing right there.
But the new one that you're getting has the same thing.
Yeah, it's the way they've been doing it. And it has a nice gatefold. Also a little on the disturbing side. Mm-hmm. Anyway, Skinny Puppy. And so there's a lot of relationships between Skinny Puppy and Ministry. They're friends. Ogre from Ministry did some touring with Ogre from Skinny Puppy did some touring with Ministry. Al Jorgensen, of course, from Ministry produced the Rabies album by Skinny Puppy. Yeah, so there's a lot of kind of commonality between those two bands. Anyway, that concludes what I wanted to show.
All right, and I'm going to go through mine pretty quickly because you don't have 10 minutes to. So I have 3 albums we just purchased in the past month, and just coincidentally that there's a theme amongst them, that being they were from 82 and 83. 2 of them were from 83. Nice. And the theme is, I've always loved that music, but I never purchased the records. I don't know why. And I've just found them recently, and I love them. And then my last 2 are going to be my 2 favorite records from 2014. So I'll start with The Church, Seance, wonderful record. As I'm sure most of you know, it's from 1983. This is actually the blue laminated version, which is from France. It might be more common to see the pink one, which is the USA version. That'd be fun to have as well. Again, was not familiar with any of these songs, and it's just fantastic, as I'm sure many of our friends know. Great record. 1983, Australian band. 1983, another Australian band, Real Life, was a really great find. Everyone's familiar with Send Me an Angel. Yes. From this record. We've heard that so many times we just skip over it. The rest of that record, it's a little dated with that sound, but it's really nostalgic and fun, and I love it. And then 1992, I'd never even seen or heard this record before, Simple Minds from Scotland, 1982, Empires and Dance. It does not sound like Simple Minds, well it kind of does, obviously, but it doesn't sound like the Simple Minds we know. Don't You Forget About Me. Doesn't sound like that here. This is avant-garde, experimental, really a neat album if you can find it. So those are the 3 new ones, new old ones, and then my best albums of 2014. No one, actually Richard mentioned these guys, or this guy, and me too. This is Midjour from Ultravox. He had a just beautifully personal and touching album from this year. Moby's done a song on there, as well as
Nice.
Schiller. There's a Schiller song on there as well. Beautiful record. Definitely a best of 2014 for me. Came with a neat lyric sheet. Additionally, a really beautiful glossy print of Midjour that we're actually going to see him next week.
I sure would love to have him sign that.
Acoustic show at the Casbah, and hopefully we'll be able to meet him and get him to sign that. Oh, by the way, the church is playing at the Casbah on the end of February.
We're going to have to go to that as
Yeah,
well.
we're gonna have to go to that.
Yeah.
And then, no surprise, I already said this elsewhere, but my best album of 2014 is James Le Petit Mort, not Curse. Wonderful, wonderful album.
Very wonderful album.
And I'm thinking, here's my prediction, we will see James this year. That doesn't mean we're traveling to England. I think James will be touring the United States this
Not
year.
that there's anything wrong with traveling to England.
Yeah, it's just a little pricey.
Yeah.
So I think we will see James this year to all of our fellow James friends. That's just a rumor I'm starting now. I have no idea, but I bet you we'll see them in the States this year.
I hope that rumor turns out to be true.
All right, well, I guess that's it for now.
That's it.
We're going to turn this off, and hopefully it works out. If so, you'll be seeing us in a few seconds.
Cheers, everybody.
Have a nice day. See you next time.